Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Trails to Daybreak 2. In the last parts, we headed off we finished up the last Forest BG, and then found out that someone is killing monsters in the condemned sector. Turned out to be Ashen, who was disillusioned by the Grendel Zolga's corrosion. She ended up killing us the first time, but with thanks to the power of time, we rewound. We had Shizuna help us out, and yeah, we snapped Ashen out of it. We also took on Kurogane, who was also affected by the corrosion. No one seems to want to point out why or how they got affected by the corrosion, so maybe they'll answer us now. So let's find out what happens. Plus, Ashen also had a Genesis on her. To sort the situation with Ashen, the group returned to Old Town. After grabbing a late dinner at Montmartre, they finally settled down for much needed rest. How about much needed discussion? The second Genesis. This wasn't how I expected to get it back. Yeah, it's definitely not a fake either. Does that mean this was all just another case of a Genesis going haywire then? I don't think it's that simple. If I remember right, this unit had the ability to manipulate vital forces. Hard to imagine that it could pull off things we saw this time around. I concur. Consider the way Miss Liu and the others have been corrupted. If I had that Crimson Asswipes handiwork written all over it. Yes, the Genesis was probably being used as a point of origin. As for that corrosive power that Crimson Grendel has, it must have been strengthened after the 8th Genesis was reassembled. And now it's able to wear away with past memories. When that happens, the target's perception gets rewritten the way Ashen's was. So basically, it can alter what people remember. At least that's what we're speculating. Sorry, but I'm drawing a blank on everything that happened. Before I knew it, the only thing I thought I had in mind was revenge. My circumstances were similar. I acted as if ordered by my chieftain, so I harbored no qualms with my mission. Perhaps we were under the influence of a highly sophisticated technique, one capable of rewriting our perceptions. It was as if we were being shown as a possibility that could have come to pass. Whatever the case, we can say for sure that an unidentified phenomenon is at work here. It could be a sign that high-risk offenders are making a move again. The Crimson Grendel and the Guard Master, you mean? At this point, we need to... Who could that be? Sorry, but our office hours are long over. That's Shizuna again? That voice. Now, what are you doing here, Shizuna? The Divine Blade is silver. I half expected her to come. But what for?
Yeah, さっきぶり。
Short time no see.
日中の礼を言いたくてね。それと、一つお願いがあってきたんだ。
A deal? Here comes that sinking feeling again.
今回の一件、イカルが副長としても捨ておけなくて何せ、あんなイレギュラーな形で部下たちを使われてしまったわけだし。落とし前をつけさせてもらうためにも、しばらく協力させてもらうよ。
Hey, she's gonna help us out?
今日のお礼も含めてね。
Oh, brother. I should have seen this coming. Hey, look on the bright side. We couldn't ask for a better helper. Agreed. Her common skills leave nothing to be desired, and her unclouded eye will surely serve us well. She'd be a valuable asset considering what lies ahead. Just so we're clear here, this ain't gonna be like the time you helped us out in Langport. If you're in for the long haul. And it's our way or the highway. Got it?
ああ、もちろん。それで構わない。
Yeah? In that case, welcome aboard. Happy to have you with us again. Hey, nice. Now our surprise guest has settled in. Let's get back on the topic at hand. To recap, it's plain to see the enemies exploiting the Genesis for their own twisted gain. That's why we need to recover the rest of them as quickly as possible. Yes, there are still 6 units unaccounted for. Going by our progress today, this is going to take us a long while. In that case, we want to be prudent with our itinerary from here on out. Good call. We're going to be pressed for time no matter what. So let's try to get our agenda mapped out by the end of the night. Do we even have a lead to go off of? That's the question. Has the guild caught on it anything? In a manner of speaking, we received word that the remnants of those anti-immigration terrorists, the True Grievance Brigade, are mobilizing. They were the ones who hid out in Aramis. Whoa, that's some pretty alarming news. Yeah, might pay out to poke around about it. That said, I got another possible lead. A letter came in while we were out. Really? Who from? My master, if you can believe it. A letter from Brigard? Hey! Is he finally gonna make his appearance? The timing's uncanny. Makes me curious what the old fogey has to say. So, what do you write? Let me read it out loud for you. Hey, there he is! Is he gonna make his appearance? Devon, the Arts Arkwright Solutions. I hope this message finds you well. It's come to my knowledge, albeit only in bits and pieces, that a number of peculiar incidents have transpired in the Republic. Unfortunately, due to extenuating circumstances, I'll be unable to visit in person. Damn it! Damn it! Nevertheless, I am compelled to put my concerns on paper. It seems these convoluted events are occurring in quick succession. But while the situation may appear chaotic, there is undoubtedly an overarching narrative at play. However, it cannot be found by scrutinizing each individual element. Instead, you must step back and adopt a broader perspective. In chess, one must watch not pieces, but the board. So too should you make another effort to see the bigger picture. If I notice anything myself, I'll have my disciples inform you. Know that I have every confidence in your ability to overcome this. So the next we meet, Brigard Zaman. Is he ever gonna make his official appearance in this game? Or is this one of the things that he's not gonna make an appearance at all? Damn, Grams, this device is so spot on, you'd think he was spying on us. It's impressive to say the least. Andy makes a fair point by seeing the bigger picture. We are definitely in a jumbo since Nemeth Island. We've left a lot unresolved. Taking the time to reassess is what might lead us to an epiphany. Not just in regard to our enemy's motives, but with what happened to Ashton today too. I think we'd be well worth the effort. So what's our plan for tomorrow then? Our options are either to investigate the remnants of the True Grievance Brigade, or to follow Mrs. Zerman's suggestion and review the mysteries that have risen thus far. Let's see. Ah, shit. So apparently, doesn't matter what you pick, you'll have to end up doing both of them anyway. I'm gonna go with Brigade. I say we check out the anti-immigration group. Sounds like a plan. Great. Well, let's pack it in for the night. We got a busy day in store. Alright. Alright. Alright, time to get this workday started. Like we decided last night, we're going to be looking into what those anti-immigration radicalists are up to. The True Grievance Brigade. Since appearing at Aramis, the remnants have reportedly been lying low around the city. Ashton's mind got straight up rewritten by that Crimson Corrosion crap. We need to keep an eye out in case these guys go through something similar. Yes, but even if nothing abnormal happens, that doesn't make them any less dangerous. We can't allow them the freedom to commit another act of terror. Then I guess we'll just have to look around town for them while we work through our 4 SPGs. That's a sensible approach, but where should we start gathering information? Naturally, the anti-immigration radicalists would want to target the immigrant population. Does that bring anything to mind? For the people from the Central East, we can try asking around the temple in Riverside. Father Monster should be in the loop on that front. A fine idea for Rita. As for the Eastern residents, Heyu would be the go-to source for any particulars. Their internal issues have been tearing them apart, with that jackass Cal's doing a bang-up job patching things back together. We can probably find out what's what from Mao over at Kai Yun's. You're talking about that popular Eastern restaurant in the Tyrell district, right? It's not the same as the Far Eastern cuisine, but the food's great and the menu's enormous. I guess it's 2 spots, but it wouldn't hurt to hit up a few more. While we're at it, why don't we check in with everyone's favorite neighborhood anti-immigration protester? One who's always in front of the station? I think his name was Jacobin, though I don't recall seeing him around lately. He might have learned his lesson after what happened in Arasian. Then we'll just have to settle for what the cop station around the area can tell us. That's as good as a place to start as any. Let's get this shell on the road. Last time you had me on Fortress BGD with some Langport, so I'm raring to go. Just don't have too much fun with it. We gotta be on our guard more than ever. Hey, it's Hermes! Hey, it's Arkwright. Hermes here, long time no see. Finally got my moonlighting out of the way, so the courier business is back and up and running. Hey, she's back! Nice. She's back, even though I barely use her services. Alright, Shizuna got a new costume, so let's see what Shizuna's got for her costume. Okay, so we have her combat gear from the first game. We've seen this already, so I already know what this likes. Got the casual outfit that we saw in Langport. Then we got the lightweight gear. Alright. Shinobi. Let me see here. What's the casual wear?
掲示板も回っていくぞ。
命令されるのは新鮮だね。了解だよ、社長だな。
Alright. Oh, Prisoner, our delinquent tenant. Your gang gets bigger and bigger every time I see you. Yeah, well, it's not like I asked for it. I apologize for any commotion. And I'm sorry I didn't stop here for breakfast. Just get a load of that aroma. Catch me in a good mood and maybe I'll treat you. But bye, didn't y'all get invited to the Z1 Grand Prix? Yeah, well, that comet clown sent us 3 tickets. And you may hear said she just had to see it. That's right, we'll be closing up shop as soon as the morning crowd is gone. So if you'd like to order something, now's the time. Duly noted. Something the matter, you may? It's nothing. Anyway, did you notice today's race is the finals? That means it's gonna be extra fast. It's a little scary, but I still can't wait. I can definitely understand why you might find it frightening. If you ask me, that just adds to the thrill. I've only ever seen them behind a screen, but it's probably nothing compared to watching it in person. Well, either way, this one's capping off a whole year's worth of races, so it's bound to be extra special. Yeah, I'd have mad to see in the stands too if things weren't the way they are. But hey, don't let that stop you folks from enjoying yourselves. Oh, we plan on it, believe you and me. Wouldn't be worth the lost business otherwise. You take care out there, everyone. Yume is distracted by something. What's bugging Yume? Girl, what's bugging you?
マクシム様の地道な努力が実ってきたのかもしれませんね。
Something's bugging Yume.
あら、
What's bugging you,
ご注
lady?
文かしら。今日も
Bugging you, girly. God, shop more, have new shit, so I'm gonna go around town and shop again.
お伺いしましょう。またお越しください。お伺いしましょう。またお越しください。お伺いしましょう。
Alright. Ooh, cast 3. I'll buy 1. What I got? What I got?
またお越しください。
I did get that ornament. Shizuna! I'm gonna give that, the red hair ornament to you. Missy.
スキルが更新されたぞ。メンテナンスモードに移行
And
し
then
ま
I
した。
can give you cast.
シャードスキルが更新されました。
There we go.
何でも言って
Yeah,
くれよ。
sir. I'll buy another EP cut 3. I'll buy a cast 3. Then And I have to give that. Let's see here. God, you have like nothing, lady. I really should give you some shit to work with here, because you have like nothing. Alright, let me see what I can do for you. Which probably isn't a whole lot, honestly. There's Executioner, but... I would need fire, which I have nothing. Which I do not have enough fire. Not anything. Let's see. I'll figure out your shit. At some point. Not now. And I gotta go all the way around town again to buy shit. Wait, I didn't really think back over here real quick. Okay, I got everything here. Just wanted to be sure. Alright. Oops. Okay, Riverside. Well, I gotta go over there anyway for the main quests anyway, main objectives. So I'll save those for later. Alright.
ようこそおいでくださいました。今後ともどうかようこそおいでくださいました。
Shizuna, what can I do for you? What else do you have, man?
ようこそおいでくださいました。今後ともどうかごひいきに。ようこそおいでくださいました。
Sir, how much shit do you have? What else do you have? Possibly have? Oh, he has a new driver.
今後ともどうかごひいきに。
どうしましょうか。ぜひまた来てください。
Alright, Auburn. Hey, we're going to the Auburn district. What do we have here? Nothing here in the Auburn district. Century March. There's two shops here.
オリジナルのアクセどれにすんだありがとな悪
くないかも。
おお、よく来たの。
Alright. Oops.
スケジューラーを起動したわ。ありがとう、ファン。嬉しいです。
Nice.
また待っておるぞい。
Alright. I guess Force BG time. Let's go back to Old Town and get our first one for the day.
ここで今日も頑張っていくか。
お花はいかがですか？今日は冷えるわね。どうしようかな。
What do we got? Hey, so we found out the weird one in the garden. Oh, monster extermination. Alright. Well, this is, at least it's an easy one. The fuck? It's a big old tower. What the fuck are we fighting here? What the hell is this shit? Fearsome foe? What is this? What the fuck is this? Alright. Alright, ideal force. Totally meant to do a boost, but completely forgot. Alright. Alright. Get that thing out of here. Let me guess, this pillar's gonna summon in more of them, right? Of course I missed, naturally. Why am I not surprised? Alright. 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 0 arts for me? I love it. That's just fucking rude. 0 arts, do it! Alright. Alright. I love 0 arts. Damn nightmare. Goodbye, oversized totem pole. Divine feet. Alright. Hey, I found chaos. Hey, cool. Nice. Alright, well that quest is done. Nice and easy. Alright, so what's this for SPG? Patient escaped from my clinic and has returned when necessary that he not be left unsupervised. Probably hates needles. I can sympathize with the man.
行くとすっか。
I guess this would be the closest place where I need to go to for what's her nuts.
ねえこっちこっち。
Hello, lady. Unprecedented doesn't even begin to describe this case. It's times like these I wish I had that Spriggan on call. Would you put in a Forest BG? Ah, speak of the devil, nice to see you, Arkwright Solutions. Those expectant looks and tell me that you're about the request they put up. Yep, can't make any guarantees, but give us the particulars and we'll let you know if it works for us. The patient ran away from your clinic, if I recall correctly. How exactly did that come about? I'll start from the top and give you the rundown. It all began this morning. A man I'd never seen before had fallen unconscious here in the Blacklight district. It was easy pickings. That is to say, I gave him a checkup out of the kindness of my heart. When there weren't any external injuries, his disease had grown so severe he couldn't even move a muscle. I have medication specific to his condition in stock, so I brought him into the clinic and treated him then and there. Wow, you're a real saint of a doctor. Save for the part where she called him easy pickings. Now this is where the problem comes in. I took my eyes off him for just a second, only to come to an empty room with some money for my services. There was no sign that anyone had come in, so he must have ran off on his own. If he was trying to dip out of paying his medical bills, that'd be one thing. But the prices you charge are practically highway robbery. Besides, this patient left enough mirror before going, right? That he did? And the funny thing is, it was actually more than I was planning to charge. In any case, I have a few ideas as to why he ran out in the way he did. He kept on ranting and raving. Can't believe they're after me, and so forth. There was a lot more to it, but the only part it's the only part I can make out. Those are the words of a guy caught up in the wrong kind of trouble. Whatever it is, it's big enough that he'd rather book it than stay here and heal up. Maybe so. If it were as simple as that, I'd been content to send him on his merry way, lollipop in hand. But his treatment isn't even close to complete yet. If he doesn't regularly take medication to relieve him of any side effects, the results could be disastrous. Worst case scenario, he'll die just like that. That's horrible. Shouldn't you be out trying to, I don't know, save his life? No need to get so worked up. I said worst case scenario, didn't I? Chances of that are below 1%, though it's 100% certain he'll end up in so much pain that he'll wish he were dead. That's not any better. Indeed, if his condition was critical to begin with, any additional side effects would have only exacerbated. His personal circumstances notwithstanding, it would seem best to retrieve him sooner than later. I guess that's what you're requesting us to do. Right you are. My patient paid me in full, so I have an obligation to ride this out to the end. I'd appreciate if you could bring him back to here as quickly as you can. Huh, that's a way more level-headed ass than I was bracing for. I'm also a bit concerned about whoever it is that's after him. Whether it's to gather information or say someone in need, we're duty-bound to address this matter. What do you think, Vaughn? Yes. Guess we don't have much choice but take on the job. Thanks. Glad to see things my way. Now, here are some pills. Pass them along to my patient if you manage to find him. They're the same kind I'd originally planned to administer in order to moderate his side effects. He's already exhibiting symptoms. These should be able to curb them for a while. Consider it done. So, mind giving us a few more specifics on this runaway of yours? Not at all. He's a man in his late 20s with a slim build. The medicine it gave him likely restored his mobility to some small degree. As his treatment is only in its early stages, ergo far from complete, I suspect he'll be struggling to walk. In that case, it should be easy to file straight up. Then the next question is, which way is this guy headed? Is he hiding out in the Blacklight District, or did he make for the hills? Well, why don't we go to the nearest exit and check? You can ask around the area to see if anyone saw him. If the sighting was reported, then the likelihood that the district grows. Elsewise, we can safely assume that he's still somewhere to be found here. Works for me. The exit closest to us is over by the northeast. Lindsay's shop is set up around these parts. We can try asking her about it. Let the search begin.
OSPG 楽しませてもらうよ。
Okay. Gotta go down. Couldn't be that easy.
どうしましょう。ぜひまた来てくださいね。
聞かせてもらうぜ。
Lady! A slender, sickly-looking man in his late 20s. Actually, I did see someone like that just a bit ago. He went through that exit over there. We hit the bullseye right off the bat. Though if he's left the Blacklight District, that gives us no shortage of location to investigate. We're gonna need a little more info then. Like what direction he went, or if he was being tailed. Anything else happen to notice, Lindsay? Well, let me think. He was out of breath, but that didn't keep him from muttering to himself. Things like, this passport should do the trick, and it'll be dicey in the embassies, but I have to go. We could have knocked him over for the feather. I was torn on whether or not to reach out. Thin, wimpy types don't usually do it for me, but this heavy panting looks of agony were just so adorable. Oops, did I say that out loud? Only at the top of your lungs. Thanks for sharing them. Funny girl, this one. Anyway, that password bit sticks out to me. Chances are he came to the Blacklight District in order to get one faked for him. Then there's the part about the embassies. Sounds like he's got no choice but to be in the same area as them. Our next stop is the Arbor District. That's where all the embassies are. Well, I can't say I followed any of that, but I'm glad I was able to help. Hurry and finish up your work so you can visit me again, okay, boyfriend number 4? How many times do I gotta say it? We are not together, period. Oh, this is a comical little routine. You see that glare in her eyes? Terrifying. Oh boy. Poor. Oh boy. Alright, so where we going? Alright, here we are in the Arbor District. This is where that patient from Isabel's clinic fled to, presumably. But how exactly we're gonna find him? Going by the dude's not mumbling, he'll be steering clear from the embassies if we can help it. Other than that, we're pretty hard for clues. Actually, I got one thing we can try. Isabel gave this guy something specifically made to treat his condition, right? She said as much, yeah, but what difference does that make? I believe I see her implication. Let me just check if my idea holds any water first. Hello, something the matter? We're on the hunt for your patient, but figuring out how to pick this trail got us stumped, so I had a question for you. Is it possible to track any ingredients of that medication you gave him? You want us to track the medicine itself? Oh, really think outside the box, I see. The dosages were delivered by both orally and via injection. In other words, the medicine he ingested might have left detectable particles when he exhales. I can send you the name of the drug if you need. That'd be great. I'll let you get back to it then. Knock him dead out there. Or, well, you know what I mean. Now I understand. The patient's breathing was labored. If the trace you left are spaced closely enough, we may be able to perform a shard search. Right. And factoring in wind displacement would allow us to reverse calculate their origin points, too. Now allow me to test whether shard search detects any matches to this pharmaceutical's components. Sure, take it away. The traces are discernible, if only faintly. A shard search will indeed be feasible, albeit more difficult to follow than usual. You're incredible, Rosette. Figures you're a tech whiz. Wouldn't be much of a martyr concierge otherwise. Your praise honors me. Alright, let's get the show on the road. The longer we take, the more off the mark Rosette's calculations gets. Right. Looks like someone left some marks behind here. Why not stop to take a break on the bench? Yes, getting so far as the arbiters must have been extremely taxing for him. We need to hurry and bring him back to Isabel. Well, that's not what I came here to search for. This is as far as the trail goes. Our runaway patient must have been through this gate then. But why? All it leads to an abandoned subway line. There's a possibility he has a fake passport, if you recall. In which case, his goal would be to either leave the country illicitly or obtain a fraudulent visa. Given that, choosing this route would be imply that he's attempting to escape the capital. I see now. He's planning to lose his pursuers by sneaking out underground. Sure, but the border's not exactly a hop, skip, and a jump away from the Arbor District. It'd take a real nutcase to make that trek with the body falling apart at the seams. This goes to show how desperate he is. But the only way to know what he's going through is to ask the guy himself. Let's go inside and get us to get to searching. Keep your heads on a swivel just in case. Alright. Alright, proceed to the distance. He spotted the figure of the man on the run. Shoot, they're getting on me already. Oh, nothing else for it. Don't buy much time, but I'm short on options. Just a little further until we catch up. Think again. Rats, he slipped away. And I think I just heard a locking gauge. These doors look old, but the security system seems to be relatively new. Most likely it can be released from the opposite end. What now? Maybe there's a detour we can take? On the long way, we'll just give him a free pass to shake us off. Good point. We're better off keeping the chase through here. You look pretty bone tired just now. I bet that you'll take this chance to rest. How do you plan to open these doors then? The only way we can, by unlocking them from the inside. Think your little friend can help us with that, Quatre? Oh, I get it. You want Fio to wrap around and disengage the lock. Fio, reporting for duty. Now, how are they supposed to get into the other side? There's a duct over there. Probably connects to this room, structurally speaking. There you have it, Fio. Let's try sneaking into the ducts. Alright. Fio gameplay? Whoa. What's this? Oh, I'll take that. Oh. Rippers. Really? Rippers! Oh shit, I went too early. There we go. Do I go up? It looks like I go down, but how do I go down? Oh, there we go. That. Ooh. What's this way? God damn, this is a complicated security system. A little excessive if you ask me. Damn it! Oh, rip. Ooh, worth it. That wasn't worth it. Oh, I got it anyway. Whoa. Whoa. Anything over here? No. What was that? Ducks successfully traversed. Now proceed to release lock. Way to go, Theo. I was wondering why I didn't hear any footsteps. Seems like you even took one. Damn it all. Can't let them get me. Is he alright? His face is pale. He's sweating up a storm. Give him the medication we brought. The side effects are starting to manifest. Alright. Phew. Thank goodness we're able to remedy the situation. I owe you guys my life. Who exactly am I thanking, though? First, I thought you were the ones chasing me. We're from Arkwright Solutions, the Blackout District doctor who took you in sent us a request. Apparently, if you stop your treatments part way, though, the side effects could be fatal. She wants you to hurry back ASAP. Said she'd look after you till everything's done and dusted. Side effects? So that's what had me hurting like never before. More importantly, you said Arkwright Solutions, right? Now that I get a closer look, I recognize you. You got Spriggan who works with the police and the guild from time to time. You even got ties to Kincaid and the Integrated Analysis Division. That'll teach me to let my guard down. You're to get back too, aren't you? Huh. Not the place I expect the spectacled sadist to get name dropped. So, when you say you're being chased by someone, you're talking about the CID? I knew this guy looked familiar somehow. He was there when I met Renee at the cafe. He used to be a member of the Imperial Intelligence Division. Believe me, if I could stop getting tangled up with Renee, I would. Now, we've got no plans to hand you into the CID if that's what you're worried about. Heck, we ain't even gonna rat you out. That don't mean we're on the same side, though. Think of us as more of a neutral party. If we really wanted to capture you, we would have kept those meds to ourselves. Perhaps if you'd feel more comfortable having the guild intervene in lieu of a Spriggan, were the CID to demand your extradition, though, we wouldn't have no choice but to comply. If that isn't your liking, I suggest you begin to explain what this is about. Fine, I'll talk. My name is Hubert. I'm from the 2nd External Affairs Division of the CID. And I'm sick and tired of being used as a pawn for their international information wars. So I'm running away from both them and the Imperial Intelligence Division in hopes of reaching the free cities. Not just the CID, but the Intelligence Division as well? You must have held a pretty important position too, being part of an international information war. Important, he says. They treat me like nothing more than a puppet. I was a double agent for both the Empire and the Republic. A quadruple agent, if you will. A quadruple agent? Not even a movie would go for something so convoluted. How in the hell did you land yourself in that gig? I was originally affiliated with the Imperial Army's Intelligence Division, but after the war I gave up on Ereboni entirely. That's why I struck a deal. If I brought them the head of a certain co-worker of mine, the CID would let me join them. Simply put, I should have been allegiance to the Republic. So, up until now, you were just simply a spy. But then my target, the Scarecrow, caught on my secret mission. He threatened me into pretending to be a double agent that's sworn loyalty to the Republic while following the Empire's instructions instead. Playing double agent for two nations, them maneuvering to get one part on the upper hand. Such are the activities of a triple agent. Yes, but then the CID caught wind of my circumstances. So they started giving me baited intel, fully anticipating that I would deliver to the Empire. They only hit me just recently, but I've been dancing the palm of their hand for who knows how long. And that's how you wound up a quadruple agent. I think I kinda get it, sorta. Except not really. Just listen to this is giving me a stress ulcer. You know, it was when I crossed over to the Republic that my health started going to pot. Each superpower would browbeat me and probe me the other day after day, to the point where I couldn't spare a second to hold a grudge against Arndel. I didn't even have the energy to go to the doctors, and whatever time off I had spent sleeping like a corpse. Wow. And here I thought government jobs were cushy. I don't remember when it happened, but all of a sudden I got the urge to throw my career out the window and leave everything behind. Today was the day I finally acted on the escape plan I've been ironing out. But when I went to the Blacklight District to pick up my fake passport, I sensed a CID nearby. While trying to hide myself, my condition worsened until I became the wreck you see now. Nevertheless, I was determined to use these abandoned lines to flee the capital. That worked you raw. They worked you raw. I get how you'd be fed up with that. But even still, I'd say you brought it all on yourself. Excuse me? When it comes down to it, this whole thing stems from you going turncoat in the Empire. You're lucky they didn't even lock you up for treason. Or worse, put you up in the execution block. Just the fact that your neck's still attacked makes this the better bargain by far. But hey, what do I know, right? Either way, you're coming with us. Like I already said... Hubert? Is it the side effects again? No, the medicine we administered should be still in effect. Perhaps this is the symptom of the affliction itself. Come to think of it, Isabel never told us what he's actually suffering from. Hubert, can you tell us the name of your condition? How do you expect me to know? It doesn't even matter. Our time is up anyway. This isn't your run-of-the-mill sickness. Now, when this pain is excruciating. Death is coming for me. I can already see the light. No, you can't give up now. It may not help much, but I can perform some recovery arts on you. Don't bother. Honestly, I've been thinking. Even if I do make a life as a fugitive, I won't have long to enjoy it. The way I see it, this is my punishment for the web of lies I've been weaving. But you know what? That's okay. I gave it all I had and got as far as I could. Hold together, you aren't beyond saving just yet. Come on, guys, let's just call him over to Isabel. Well, that is what we were hired to do. Sounds pretty intent on dying here, but it's not like we're beholden to that or anything. The choice is yours, Vaughn. I don't know. Dragging folks along by force goes against my style. Looks like I'm gonna have to say something to make him change his mind. What he's told us, this guy's got ambition in spades. I could try to goad him on that and stoke his will to live. On the other hand, even if he's already chosen death, maybe I can convince him to reconsider things objectively. Oh, Lord. So, let me see here. Let me see if I can find this nonsense. So, you stoke his sense of ambition, you get Gray +5. If you convince him to reconsider his law +5. I think Gray is a little further ahead. Because Gray was the first level up, so I guess it really doesn't matter which one I choose. Let's go with law, I guess. Yeah, I'll go with this plan. So, you ain't coming with us to the clinic, but that's that. What would you rather us do then? Just leave me here. I don't need some Spriggan and his posse of strangers watching me breathe my last. Besides, there's no use sense putting this over on your conscience when you don't have to. Fair enough. Personally, I'd be fine, but seeing you in a croak in person would really haunt some of these kids. Hubert, if you got the energy to worry for us, you should spend about thinking it through with a cool head. I'll be blunt. If someone from the CID really is after you, they'll be here before long. Let's say you're still alive by then. The next thing they do is take you to a hospital. After that, if your sickness wins out anyway, the CID gets to use your death to their advantage. But if you survive, you'll be back on the job soon enough. And now that they know how volatile you are, they'll probably send you right on the line of fire as a sacrificial pawn. Not in the CID would go that far. On second thought, I take that back. They don't call him the spectacled sadist for nothing. Ugh. But even if I go with you, I can sense the CID's presence in the Blacklight District too. Until you make it to the clinic, we'll pull as many faster ones on those guys as it takes. Isabel won't sell you out to him either. Not before you recover anyway. She'll see your treatment through to the end, or probably as a back alley doctor demands it. So let me ask you again. Are you sure you want us to leave you behind? fine. Take me wherever you please. You practically had to pry out the words out of your mouth. Just let us handle it from here. That one could have gone either way. Nicely played, Mon. Well done bringing him back. You make it look so easy. I wish. That wound and that wound up being more of a hassle than we bargained for. Did it now? I already had the impression he was tougher than most, though he scurried off his sickbed. Can't take it any longer. You're in critical condition, all right. Hey, what are you snickering about? Someone's life is on the line here. So you were going to be okay, Isabel. If there's anything I can do to help, just say the word. I get you kids have more compasses for hearts, but I advise against playing nurse here. The treatment process will be a bit difficult to watch. Better spare your eyes as well as his dignity. Out of curiosity, what exactly is he suffering from? Oh, did I never tell you? It's a urinary calculus. Calculus. Pardon? Meaning like math? Not quite. In medical terms, calculi are stone-like crystals that form internally due to extreme stress or irregular lifestyles. So he has kidney stones. In most cases, they're found in the kidney. Yeah, they are kidney stones. They're found in the kidney or the bladder and block the urethra, affecting the bladder and the stomach before spreading all throughout. The patient is then struck with enough pain to make the death a mercy. They're in perfect health once the stones are expelled from their body, though. Mind sum that up for us? Simply put, it's not an untreatable disease. Most cases can be cured without surgery. Are you kidding me? I mean, I guess it's better than being in mortal danger, but still. My space technicians do feel a little bit betrayed. Say it like it is. We got played. Now. To be fair, everything she said from the get-go implied that the medication was all he needed. You should have spoken up the moment you realized that. No, there has to be some mistake. Feels like I have a full set of knives filleting me from the inside. The pain depends on the size of the stone. In your case, it's decently large, about 0.4 reg. Don't worry, I'll give you a shot to ease your suffering. Though it'll be quite intense until the stone passes. You're just gonna have to bunk up and keep yourself hydrated. So all I can do is power through. Doctor's orders, I suppose. This is also draining. But look on the bright side, now you're on the road to recovery. And with that, the quest is successfully completed. Though, from Sir Hubert, the issue of the CID yet remains. Hate to leave you hanging, but this is the part where we pull out. We won't go out of our way to blabber to the CID about you. But if push comes to shove, we've got no reason to keep our lips shut. You did say you're a neutral party. Not that's any business of ours, but have you given any consideration of what you'll do next? About that. You tell me off, give me a lot to chew on. I'd rather keep my distance from the CID until the stone passes. But afterward, I think I'll go back to them. Is that so? Until just a bit ago, it was my ambition to set out at the heart of the great nation, which sat with status in one hand and power in the other. But as much as I hate to admit it, I was fighting a losing battle. Arundel and I are nothing alike. The same can be said for me and Kincaid. So I decided to give up on trying to outdo them. I see. Still, I built up a career that spans the fields of espionage in 2 entire countries. Who else but me can say that? Keeping on as a quadruple agent is going to be a back-breaking work. But even if I can't be the #1, I'll learn to appreciate the status and power that suits my station. It's funny how much a small shift in perspective can do to lift the weight off of your shoulders. Sounds like you've learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes you have to know when to call it quits. That's as much of an answer as any. Well, here's hoping everything works out. Whatever your 5-year plan is, you can wait until after you take care of that stone. Let's get some painkillers in you before the next wave hits. Go on, head inside. Right away, Doctor. I guess this is goodbye then? Thanks for everything, truly. Alright. Transfer my payments! So he has kidney stones. Suffer from the kidney stones. Now those are painful. I mean, I will sympathize with the man. I've never personally had a kidney stone. God, I hope I'll never have one. But I heard they're extremely painful. So I can kind of sympathize with the man. So yeah, wonderful. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up here. 4 SPGs are done. So all it's left to do is to make our rounds around the city. So we'll do that next time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.